Hi, welcome to part 2 of the video series on long-distance relationships. In this short video, we will look at the often asked question, do long-distance relationships work? Long-distance relationships, part 2. Do long-distance relationships work? Go on to any internet dating forum or Yahoo Answers, where that question is regularly being asked, and the general consensus of opinion is no. I have been in 3 long-term relationships since my early 20s. From my point of view, they do work, but they depend on a number of factors to be successful. These being individual circumstances at the time, age of the couple and their relative ages, your individual personality, where you are in the life cycle. 2 of the 3 long-distance relationships that I've had did not work, and the third to date has been successful, as I've spent the last 16 months living in the Philippines with my girlfriend. We did have trust issues in the early stages of the relationship, but once we were together they vanished. However, will they reappear when I go back to the UK in 2014? I don't think so, but that is the future, so who knows. The very first long-distance relationship I had was when I was at Aberdeen University, and I graduated 2 years before my girlfriend, whom I had been living with. It did not work out. It was not really surprising. At that age, 21, men tend to have other priorities, namely sex, football, or out with their mates having a drink, and the old phrase, absence makes the heart grow fonder, was untrue. Maybe if you're in a long-term stable relationship, it may work, whereas the relationship lasted for just over a year. I had a car, which meant we met maybe every couple of weeks, and trust was certainly an issue for both of us. I was working in a company where the workforce was primarily female with an average age of 25. The opportunities for relationships was high. We did part on good terms, and she emigrated to Canada. The second long-distance relationship was when I was 59 and met someone on an internet dating site from the Philippines. It lasted about 2 years. The relationship would have broken up anyway, whether she was in Philippines or in Scotland. It was her personality, selfish, and the inability to tell the truth, which eventually led to a breakup. The fact that she stole money from me also contributed to the breakup. I believe a lot of people blame long distance as a reason for a relationship not working out, when it would have not worked out anyway. It's a convenient excuse. The majority of individuals who ask the question, do long-distance relationships work, in Yahoo Answers, appears to be in their late teens or early 20s. The question that really has to be asked, does a teenager or someone in their early 20s really know what they want? My answer would be, for the majority, the answer is no. At that age, the majority of relationships have a high degree of infatuation. I believe that there is a greater chance of success if you're older. Sex and physical contact is important in any relationship, but as you get older, it maybe is not such a high priority and is not on your mind 24 hours a day as it is when you're younger. As you get older, you also tend to know what you want out of a relationship, whereas in your 20s and 30s you don't, and maybe don't work as hard for the relationship to succeed. I certainly did work at it. I had made life goals in my mid-20s. The ultimate one was to retire and live in a warm climate. So all sub-goals throughout my life have been leading to that. In summary, long-distance relationships do work, but like all relationships, you have to work at them. The chances of success will increase as you get older, if you can meet regularly to reinforce the love messages in the brain and have a physical relationship. Regular communication by Skype, telephone, whatever. Agree at the outset to target a date for living together or marriage, whether this is 6 months, 12 months, a year, 5 years, but keep to it. And both want the relationship to succeed. In part 3, we'll look at some of the advantages and disadvantages of long-distance relationships. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel below.